Kere Ruhanga Mungalo tumwereke mu myakigana. Shetere Mungalo Ruhanga habo kuleta Vice President Hanuya. Kandi okumwamani abo kuba omukazi yatambwire kugakata kwi yemwebazo erizoba alikabali. We appreciate God for giving you the strength to travel all the way from here. And as Henry has said, we shall forever be grateful and welcome you every time you are here in Kabale. Rushoroza, ejiri parishi yanje. Kana ba mu parishi ya Rushoroza, turabajekera mu parliament. Mwera ba Rushoroza tere abataya ira mungaro. Habo kujango twineho owajekera papa kandi nowajekera president nandabasha wa mundakika ibiri ngambeho omurujungu teho murukiga mundakika emwe rero bahereze ekituriho Father Christmas wangambire ekituriho murakasheshe kandi nakyetegereza kandi aza gukora umurimo gushemereye. We are celebrating 100 years, but it's more than a celebration of years. It's a celebration of the impact that Rushoroza Parish has had to communities and to humanity. It's now 2,000 years since Jesus Christ was sent here to save us. Out of the 2,000 years, 100 years have been part of Rushoroza. And I want to thank God for all this. But 2,000 years ago, Jesus told us when he summarized the 10 commandments. He said, love your God with all your strength and with all your heart. And he said the second commandment, as important as this, is love your neighbor as you love yourself. But there was this man who was a great lawyer who was not convinced. He said, but who is your neighbor? And Jesus gave a story of the journey to Jericho. Your Excellency, Bishop Calist has been an example of that good Samaritan on the way from Jerusalem to Jericho. Bishop and those who came before you and this parish of Rushoroza, when many were wounded by ignorance, you never looked aside. You put up education institutions that has fought ignorance in this area. We thank you. When many were wounded by disease, you never looked aside. You built health centers that are helping our people. We honor you. When many were tormented by poverty, you have started institutions and projects, as we discussed this morning, that are giving jobs to our people. You never looked aside. We honor you and those who came before you. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 years to come, we are still on the journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. There are still so many wounded on the road to Jericho. And we ask you today, don't look aside. Don't look the other way. Let us be good Samaritans as we have been for the last 100 years. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I want to say this, that Jesus healed. Jesus fed the hungry. And when he was feeding the hungry and healing, he never segregated, because he was demonstrating the power of God who loves all of us. And that's what Bishop Calist has done in this diocese. Rushoroza, uratuhereza twena ahabokwa ebituri kubandisa ngoboro cyaroboro bwo Kristo oboro bwo Kristayo oboro bw'asalamu oboro nenshi n'oboro waza mukatale harimo inganda ibiri, harimo idini ibiri. Omuguzi noragirachi noraguza. This is the message I have for you at 100 years. I want it to be on record because I know when we are celebrating 100 years, we shall be watching the film of what happened on this day. So we are still on the journey to Jerusalem, to Jericho, from Jerusalem, and the wounded are many. Your Excellency, when the bishop was teaching us this morning, he challenged us on two things. I don't know how many still remember. Ngutukute ngutubonjere mutiko yagira kandi yashyagira ngo omugisho gutwine tutagukwata ishaga nenda kuhamiza bishop ngo umuriro kwa movement obutwamazire masi turenda kugutamu turenda kubonekeza President Joel Museveni 2026 mumwenekeze Deputy Bahati omuriro wa West mumwenekeze Maura kandi mutakwate kimwafasire mukwate ki itwe kabereze turega kubaganira mutitwaze kwatijana twaza kwenegeza omuriro omukore mbuto omukora amabariro omukora amashomero omuriro uraza kugubiza mu bishop yaturagina ngero niwagaba yagambe biyagamba ngeri nagaba yagambe biyagamba minister wo government waragamba is a lot of the general opposition. To another to Bogenje Goda, Kubuta Muleko opposition, so now in another Kuroda, in Tebe, Makunya. Let's remember that we are still on the journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. There are so many who are wounded along the way. Let us be good Samaritans. May God bless the parish of Rushoroza for the next 100 years.